We have not received any such records.
We have gone beyond the scope of our initial discussions in our attempt to demonstrate good faith in this respect.
The Kenyan government has refuted claims that it is frustrating the prosecution's attempts to access information pertaining to critical records on President Uhuru Kenyatta. Attorney General Professor Govt has submitted to the Hague Court documents that he says he gave Bensouda between the 22nd and 28th of August. The 8 documents relate to requests for company, motor vehicle, telephone, security and intelligence records, as well as income tax and value-added tax returns, bank account and foreign exchange transaction records. Professor Muigai specifically wants to be allowed to respond to Bensouda's allegations that the government of Kenya has continually failed to cooperate fully with the court's request for assistance in the case, that the prosecution notes with regret that the full and effective compliance required of the government and anticipated by the chamber has not materialized to date, and that the responsive material is a fraction of the information sought. The victim's legal representative, Fergal Gaynor, has, however, asked the Hague Court to declare Kenyatta's non-compliance, saying he, quote, chose to preside over the intentional non-delivery of evidence, end quote. Gaynor says termination of the case would be a cruel betrayal to the post-poll chaos victims. And while the victims support Bensouda's claims that Kenya has frustrated efforts to obtain critical evidence, they argue that as head of state, Kenyatta is better placed to remove immediately the most important obstacle to the progress of the proceedings. The Kenyan government insists it has cooperated with the prosecution and is willing to meet Bensouda in court to clarify its position.
Some of this very unfortunate language that is used, sometimes perhaps to achieve a collateral purpose, about the government being obstructionist, about the government not cooperating, is unfortunate because this record speaks for itself.
Bensouda sought a further adjournment of the trial, citing inability to proceed over insufficient evidence to commence the proceedings. Jackie Maribe, Citizen Live at 9.